Welcome back to another episode of the Hotel Fit Show. I'm Leo Amarim, and I'm here to help you improve your physical and mental health around your crazy hospitality schedule. Boom! We're live in the hospitality fitness community. What's up, everyone? What's going on? And welcome to this Wednesday masterclass on Thursday this week. I'm Leo Amarim, and I think cardio sucks. And it's definitely not really the best or most fun way to lose weight. I think most people that do cardio with the goal of losing weight, they almost every time fail to lose weight because they hate cardio. And doing something that you hate is not really the key for long-term successful results. And people who are actually successful at doing cardio are usually people who love doing cardio. Now, if you think about yourself, like your friends and colleagues and people that you know that do a lot of cardio and are successful at doing cardio, they do it because they love it, and that's it. All right, it's obvious that if you hate it, you won't be doing it all the time, and so no point on insisting on that. There's other ways that you can burn calories and other ways that you can do exercise if you hate cardio. And so I think it's also a common mistake to go all out too soon, and that's another reason why people fail. And that's why I'm not in favor of such programs like the Beachbody 90 Days or the 75 Hard, okay? Just because when you ask anyone if they kept doing the program after finishing the amount of days that they have in that program, either that is 90 days on the Beachbody or the 75 days on the 75 Hard, they will almost every time the answer will be no. People don't keep those programs because they are quite intense and they are quite shorter, okay? And what happens is that when people exercise twice a day for that period of time, when they finish the program, they're like, okay, 75 days, that's it. And what happens is that they will very rapidly relapse. And then a year later, they'll say, oh, back in the days, I used to be so strong and fit. I used to do the 75 Hard. I was this and I was that. And well, now they think that their solution is to repeat the same process again. So the next year they try and do that program again. And what happens is that they will face the same roadblock when in fact they should instead go a different way. All right. And what I see is that when January comes, everyone starts with a super cardio plans, as I myself, I've done that as well in the past. I used to do one of those Beachbody programs that I mentioned at home, and I would enter this bad cycle of trying this for a little bit and then giving up, and then 2 months later trying it a little bit and then giving up, and then 6 months later trying again and losing like 10 pounds and then get that weight back on again and trying it again. And basically this was before I realized that this was not really a solution for me. Otherwise, I would still be doing that these days, and I am not. And I think that's what people don't understand. And anyway, this is just like a heads up for you, because I know a lot of you guys are going to want to start losing weight very soon. And as soon as this busy period stops for you and things start quieting down, you're going to want to do something about your belly fat. You're going to want to start a new year and do something about your health, right? Maybe get back to the previous shape that you've been before, maybe increasing your energy levels, maybe getting back to like to a place in your health that you were before being this busy, or before you had kids, or before hospitality started kicking you in the butt. And yeah, now you're in this solution and you want to solve your problem. And I remember like 10 years ago when I was just starting in hospitality and I was 60 pounds overweight in the vicinity of being obese. I remember that everyone who hadn't seen me for a while used to say, oh, you gained some weight. And, you know, that wasn't very cool. Like, including, you know, my best buddies would call me fat all the time. And it wasn't great for my self-esteem. And it was definitely not great to look at myself in the mirror and see this fat guy. Even my face looked fat back in the days. If you haven't seen my testimonial photo, even my face looked fat. And unfortunately, like, whenever I start gaining weight, my face, it's something like it's the first thing that starts getting bigger. And I would see that in the pictures, in the photos that people would take. I would see myself in the photos, and I used to feel like really self-conscious and didn't like to see myself in the pictures because of that. And even now I look at old photos and I remember And I still feel bad because I remember the feeling of, not like liking to see myself in the mirrors. That used to suck. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been in similar circumstances, maybe not exactly this, but something that maybe you can relate. And if you do, just drop me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. If you're live here with me right now, comment below so I know that you've been around here. Now, back when I started like feeling really bad about my physique and I thought about doing something about it, just like you, I've tried in January as well. I had those periods where I said, okay, next year is going to be the year. Let me try in January. And I've tried this program that is called the Beachbody Insanity that was quite popular back in the days. Maybe like in terms of popularity, what you see is like the equivalent of what you see nowadays with the 75 hard. That's like a lot of people talk about it. And basically the structure of that program was 45 minutes of high intensity interval training every day during the first month. And it was just like body weight and cardio up and down, no equipment necessary. And then on the second month, it would progress to 60 minutes of high intensity interval training a day. And that was it. The program was just 2 months. And basically the program worked. Like I would see results after a week. The problem was that I started this program like at least 4 times. Okay. The first time that I've tried it, I've done it for 2 weeks every day and then gave up and relapsed. The second and third time that I've tried it, I've done it for like a month. I would do it with colleagues. And then stopped, gave up, relapsed. And then the last time I tried it, like the 4th time, I've done the whole 2 months, lost a ton of weight. And then after like 3 months, I have gained like most of the weight back. And basically in between, I also have gym memberships that I didn't use for like three different gym memberships that I stopped going simply and kept paying it. Just like a lot of people that I know that basically signed up to a gym, stops going to the gym, and then they still pay their memberships until September or something. And anyway, the last gym membership that I've done clearly worked for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it right now. But it worked because I actually like done a program that worked for me. And then later on in Hospitality, when I started progressing and working more hours, I kind of tweaked. And basically with trial and error, I never relapsed again, and I still do it nowadays. And that's how I got into fitness. But basically, before I got to that point, I had like so much pain and trial and error and failure after failure after failure. But just like you, I'll start doing something about my health and just go too hard too soon. And part of those tries were in January because of the January rush. You see everyone else trying to get fit in January. You see some of your friends trying to get fit in January. You see your coworkers talk about it at work, and you want to do it too. You feel like that motivation. Everyone else is doing it, and you want to enter the January rush. You want to do something to get rid of that belly fat. You want to have a little bit more energy. You want to start the year brand new this time. And I was the same. I wanted the exact same thing too. So if this is you right now at this point in time, just give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. And basically the topic of this live session and what I don't want you to do in January, and I'm doing this live because I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I've done in the past. And so my advice to you to never do in January is don't go all out too soon. All right. Don't expect results too fast. Don't start something and expect results in the next 5 minutes, because you're going to get into something that is short term and has nothing to do with your lifestyle in hospitality. And now picture this, this is what most people do. You're going to start something in January where you exercise like 5 or 6 times a week. If it's the 75 hard, you actually exercise for like two times. You have 2 workouts per day. And basically you do this for 2 weeks in a row, and then you start getting really burned and tired, because remember, you're not unemployed and you're not a student and you're not retired. Okay. You still work in hospitality. And although January won't be as busy for you, it's still gonna get busy, all right? And probably the same problems that you have right now with the short staff and etc. are going to be the same problems that you'll have in January. The only difference is that the calendar year, and obviously you've been through all the festive season, you're a little bit less stressed. But Anyway, basically imagine yourself doing this. You're going to get to a point where you're going to skip one day here and one day there, and 1 week here, and one of the weeks you're going to be really busy or sick or tired, and you're not going to go, and you're going to disappoint yourself because you are not going to match your expectations, and you feel like you're losing, and mentally it's not great. And basically, after a couple of months, you'll still have the same gym membership that you're not using. And then time goes on, and in June, when the hot weather starts coming out, you'll feel like, oh, now summer is approaching, I need to do something. And then you're going to postpone again until December, and then you're reaching the end of the year, you're not going to do anything, and it's one more year because you've done this mistake. You started trying to go all out very soon, just like in the movie when the guy said, "Too soon, Junior," and that's you. So you don't want to do that, and that's the mistake that I never want you guys to do as hospitality workers in January. Just be realistic with things. And to wrap up, just find something that you enjoy doing, find something that's time efficient, that matches your lifestyle, and that you can see yourself pretty much basically doing it in the next 10 years of your life on a regular basis. Because if not, chances are you're not going to keep it and you'll fail one more year. And guys, don't put yourselves in a position of failure without any necessity. And this was a quick one. That's all I got for you in today's life. If you like this video, that's cool. Then drop me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool as well. For those who raised their hands for the Christmas and New Year survival guide, the resources, the free resource that I launched in the group, I just sent to everyone in my hospitality network, in my email list, like as an early Christmas present. So if you are on my email list, just go and check your spam folder because it's probably in there. And I hope that's a useful resource for you. In the meantime, I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I love you all. Happy holidays. And I will see you on the flip side. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for listening, and if you found this content valuable, you can find additional help for free by joining the Hospitality Fitness community on Facebook at thehotelfit.com or facebook.com/hospitality fitness community. There's a ton of cool stuff happening, as well as a massive amount of free resources and information. So join us at the Hospitality Fitness community.